Hey, it's Amy Kate, and welcome back to Sim by Design with part 2 of my Comfy Living speed build that I had started last week. I split it into two parts. I don't know if I said this last time. I split it into two parts just because it was like almost 45 minutes long, I think. Total build or total time after I had like sped it all up, and it was just way too much. I didn't think anybody would want to sit there and hear me talk for that long, and I didn't want to talk for that long. It would have just been so boring. I wouldn't have known what to talk about. Um, yeah, so this is all building, and there is a little bit more of the landscaping at the end, I believe. Right now, I'm just adding in how I want the backsplash to look in the kitchen, which, as always, the kitchen is one of my favorite parts of this house, or of any of the houses I build, which is why I am super, super excited for the kitchen stuff pack that comes out. As of recording this, it comes out tomorrow, so I will probably have a build with that next week, I want to say. I will try to do a build with the new kitchen stuff. Well, it's not really a stuff pack. I think it's more of a game pack, I believe. I don't quite remember. They come out so quickly and so frequently, or I guess that's the same thing, but they just been coming out so quickly. Like they've been knocking out stuff packs and game packs and stuff just so quickly that it's hard to keep up with what is what. Um, but yeah, I will definitely have some really fun kitchen in mind for my next build. I'm planning kind of like a log cabin style um, build coming up that I'm going to build in the um, outdoor retreat world that we got. I'm blanking on the name at the moment, which is probably really bad. But anyways, back to this build. Um, the kitchen I went for very traditional, just like the rest of the house. I thought having kind of the all dark wood cabinets with the white countertops was super clean, classy looking, and then with a nice hardwood floor, kind of a light wood to contrast that would look pretty cool. And then I really like how I did the entryway there with the little diagonal tiles. It just gave the room kind of a nice flow since there wasn't really a doorway there, and I don't know. I guess because I'm so close to it, you can't really tell that there are um, poles on the doorways or in the walls, I guess. But maybe I deleted them because some of them I deleted and some of them I kept in. But um, yeah, as you can tell, I went for a very kind of blue theme, a blue and white theme, I guess, for most of the rooms in the lower floor and kind of in the hallway as well. I did the upstairs hallway, I guess, a very blue and kind of light blue theme because blue is such a nice classic traditional color, I feel, and it looks really, really nice with browns. At least in my opinion, I want to say. Adding in the study area, I wanted to do this really big bookshelf that I believe is a unlocked item from one of the jobs, but I thought it was really nice for the study. I should have made a nook for that bookcase because it's one of those bookcases that deserves a nook type area. But I didn't think of it until just now, of course. And then making sure I get these little chair cushion type things in the way I want. And I lined up all those shelves across the mirror just now because sometimes if you lower them or raise them, you can't place objects on them very well or at all for some reason. So I just moved the ones underneath the shelves underneath the mirror So they kind of had a kind of stacked feel to them. Just adding in a little bit of light. I really like that lamp or the ceiling light I put in there. And then, as I think I said in the last speed build, the part 1 of this, I did a traditional red dining room. When I think of The Sims and dining rooms, I think red, mostly because of the red that was in basically every room in the Goths home and all the trailers. And I just think it's so classic, traditional, very Sims-like. I probably would have put more red throughout the house, but I just felt like red and blue were too dark colors, and having too many dark colors and having such a dark house just made, well, if I can say dark one more time, gave the house such a really dark feel. And this collage of pictures, I guess it's like kind of a collage of pictures I'm putting up on the dining room, I thought was pretty cool. And then instead of having a bunch of pictures, I decided it would be cool, or even better, to put a mirror up there. And just adding in some fun little potted plant type things. I thought it was a really neat idea to take that giant empty vase from Spa Day and fill it with like wooden stick plants to give it a kind of really almost a more contemporary vibe, just to bring that little bit in, because it felt, like I said, it like I'm trying to make it very traditional style, but I just wanted to give it something extra, I guess you could say. And please make fun of me in the comments below if I am butchering the names of any style of house, because as much as I wanted to do architecture in school, I never ended up doing it because I didn't want to deal with living in the architecture studio. Like, I went and I toured some of the best architecture schools in my state, and they were always talking about living in the studio and drawing and all that stuff, and I was just like, that's not how I want to live. But, in the end, I basically did that all through my college years, living in the editing bay, editing for days, literally. But sidetracked. Moving on to the living room. I did a very simple living room, just kind of like a wooden coffee table up against the wall, a TV hanging on the wall, and some nice white couches, which I wanted to use these really nice, like, traditional, kind of classic looking couches, but they just looked so out of place in this living room, so I went with these more square, boxy kind of couches, but finding the placement for them was just so difficult because that area is such a awkward size for the big couch and to have a love seat. So I just did a love seat, I believe, and a little sofa chair thing. Plus, because of those, I had two doors, one to the front porch and one to the back, kind of covered porch that you saw me build last time. Adding in another kind of little bookcase, I guess you could say. Well, I guess it is a bookcase, obviously. Duh. You can tell I'm getting tired again. I just got off work and I'm very tired. Making a little porch area with the perfect patio stuff. I thought I'd go with green. I did a lot of green on the outdoor area. You can see I'm starting my little outdoor area with a pool, some of those cool wall lights from Spa Day, and I do kind of a bush coverage thing, or kind of a little hedge around the pool so people can't fall in, and to give it a little bit of privacy, so you can like swim and stuff in the pool and not be kind of bothered by anybody sitting at the table that I will eventually put up there. And I made a little campfire just because I thought it would be kind of a fun little thing to have over there, and a little barbecue grill and a green little umbrellaed place to sit, to eat. And I thought I'd put a table over there just so like people could put it, or whoever grills can put their food there, because the Sims are going to do that. They're either going to put it on that table that's right next to the barbecue, or probably take it inside, or put it on the table where Sims are trying to eat, which is it's not something I want. I just basically did carpet in all of the bedrooms and the hallway, and some tile and wallpaper from, I believe, the Spa Day pack. Just because I thought it was the nicest and kind of cleanest looking. And it was the easiest to match with basically everything. Because I feel like in a traditional style home, most of the bathrooms are very similar in tiling and things like that. This hallway bathroom, because there's the ensuite for the master, and then another, a bigger bedroom that has kind of its own bathroom as well, along with a walk-in closet through the bathroom. I put those were kind of different, and then the hallway bathroom was a little strange, at least to me. But this is, like I said in the last build, it is a transition from a home design book I had gotten from Lowe's. So I just basically kind of translated it to Sims, like squares, I guess, as best as I could. And that hallway bathroom just turned out so much more awkward than I thought it would. So I'm not extremely happy about that, but it's something I could live with. I should have probably put more stuff in the bathroom, like the sink area, but it just felt too crowded if I did. Then I thought it was really cool to have one of the half walls as kind of a headboard in this first bedroom, which I know it's blue, but gender bias, I know. But I did imagine more of a like girl living in here, like an artsy girl, because as many of you know who watch my builds every week, I always have to do kind of an artsy room, or an area for an artsy sim. So I envisioned kind of like, this is what I would like my bedroom to be, if I lived in this house, which this is probably one of the coolest houses I feel like I've built in any of the Sims, like translating it from a home design book. That one room with it goes into the bathroom and then into a walk-in closet would definitely be my favorite room in the house. Just because I think having a walk-in closet from the bathroom is a pretty cool thing. It's something I would like to put in my own house when I eventually build a house. And I wanted to put shelves in this walk-in closet in the master bedroom, but for some reason it would not let me place anything on the shelves no matter where I put the shelves, which kind of annoyed me, but I got over it, deleted them, and put those cool square things we got from I believe Get to Work. But in this master bedroom, I kind of put a TV on. I gave them a very kind of westerny kind of vibe, I feel, with blues and then whites and a little bit of natural colors. And I gave them the TV. I would be really cool if I could have just like put it on a corner, but it would have been very awkward to do, and it would have probably deleted itself in the end. And then I envisioned this room as another like little girl's room. It's still in blue. I don't know what my deal was with blue. Well, like I said before, I did do a very blue theme for most of this build, except for outside I did a lot of green, just because it's green outside. And then in this room, I envisioned more as a guest room. So I did kind of very sparse decorating in this room, just like a chair, a lamp, a bed, maybe even a desk, a bookshelf. I did a bookshelf, yes, and a mirror. I didn't do a desk or a dresser or anything. And because I didn't do that, I thought it would be kind of cool to put just this nice accent wall that matched the color, for the most part, the colors of the room. And then just throwing up some posters in the little kids' room, as well as some pictures up in the bedroom. And going into the screenshots now, this is what the floor plan originally looked like in the book, and now into what I translated it to, as well as the digital screenshot or the digital floor plan that is a little bit different than the previous ones, and then the final product floor plan. I still think that little garden on top of the porch area is probably one of my favorite things ever. I know James from the Sim Supply, Deligracy, Arthur from I can't speak right now. Arthur from Simify does that a lot, but I know Deligracy puts the plants on top, and I just love how she does that, and I took some inspiration from that. I take a lot of inspiration from Deligracy. I think she's a really great builder, and she does really great with like colors and designs because she's a graphic designer. But I do get a lot of interior decorating inspiration from her, and building inspiration from the Sim Supply and Simified. If I haven't talked about that before, now you know. That's where I get a lot of my inspiration for builds from. But just going through some of the screenshots, the bathroom, I believe I did not get a screenshot of the ensuite for one of the extra bedrooms, because for some reason the game was just not letting me take a picture or screenshot in there. It's the bathroom for this room, I believe. I got a picture of the other side of the room and the closet, but whenever I would go in to take the bathroom, the camera would just go crazy, and it would basically zoom me into the house next door. So, yeah, that's why there's no screenshot for that bathroom. But there is a screenshot for basically every other room in the house from every other angle. Also, I don't think I've ever mentioned before that I have a Twitter page. If you want to follow me, mostly right now it's just posting whenever I upload a video. But it's at Sim by Design, and you can follow me there. And I also have a Tumblr. I'll put all the links are always in the description. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and share and like, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.